Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. I'm a guy called Joe. This is Bootstrapping Tools Let's Build, where we help scrappy bootstrappers just like yourself figure out how to supercharge their workflows by leveraging third-party tools and applications. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how you can add hidden fields to your Google Forms. Now, this isn't something that is built out of the box with the Google Forms application. However, by leveraging the Google Sheets application and hooking those two up, and then also using Google Apps Scripts, what you can essentially do is add in default values whenever a form submission comes through. So we're going to be utilizing an installable trigger with Google Apps Scripts and hooking that into the Google Sheet where the form submissions will be coming in. And every single time that happens, we're going to add in default values to the specific row that came in with that form submission. But there's a lot to go over, so let's go ahead and dive right into it. All right, so up on the screen over here, we have the Google form that we created in the previous video, as well as the Google Sheet that we hooked up to it so that it would take in all the form responses and display it out into our spreadsheet. Now, if you missed those videos, check out the description below. We're going to have links to all the videos that are going to be related to the Google form and Google Sheet that we're working with today. Now, the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to open up our script editor. And to do that, just go over to your top menu bar, click on Tools, and you're going to see an option for Script Editor. Click on that. It's going to open up a new tab, and then that's going to bring you to all the code that's related to our current project. We have a send email function that we created in the previous video, but we're going to be making a brand new function today. Let's make this bigger for everybody to see. And we're just going to call this function set field defaults. And within there, let's also make sure to add in the E between the parentheses because this is going to be triggered by the form submission. And that with it is going to come some data that we want to capture. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to assign a variable for our spreadsheet. So similar to what you might have already been doing, var ss, short for spreadsheet, equals spreadsheet app dot open by ID. And then with the open by ID, all you're going to need to do is go into the URL for your Google spreadsheet, copy everything that's in between the /d and /edit areas within the URL, and then just paste this in using quotes. And then we're also going to define sheet, and that's going to be ss.getSheetByName. And then within those parentheses, we're going to just pass through the string for that tab name. And so we can actually find this down here. It's going to be form responses 1. So go just double click and then copy that. And then going back over to our code, we'll paste it right in, also using quotations. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to define the range. So we're going to do var range, and this is going to be equal to e.range. So this is the information that's going to be coming through that trigger. And just to see what that looks like, we're going to do a console log range. And let's go ahead and set up a trigger for it. So going over to the left menu bar, click on the triggers icon, and then we're going to add a new trigger, which is going to be for set field defaults. And then the event type that we're going to select is form submit. So once we save that, it's going to create a new trigger for us. And then going over to our form, let's just go ahead and test this out. So we'll just do test.com, crest type is whatever, and we'll just say test. So we submit that, and then going back over to our executions, that's over on the left-hand menu bar. I'm going to see that it got triggered, set field defaults, and this is the range data that comes with it. So taking that and going back to our editor, let's go ahead and just paste that as a comment, just so we know what that looks like. And so the thing that we're going to want is we need to know what the row start and row end is. This is going to be exactly the same. It's never really going to change. So we can just take one of them. So we'll go ahead and just take the range start. So over here right below it, we're going to define another variable called row, and that's going to be equal to range.rowStart. So now that we have this allows us to pinpoint exactly where we need to put in the new information. So before we do that, let's head over to our spreadsheet. And then let's say in column F, we're going to want to put in a status. And then that status, we want something to be like new or in progress or done or something like that. So going back over to our code, what we're going to do now is we're going to say var status field equals to the sheet.getRange. And this is going to be the 4 parameters, right? The first one is the row starting, which is going to be row because we defined it over here, range.row start. So that's pinpointing it to the row that we want to update. And then the column is going to be column F. So going from left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to be column number 6 in there. So we're going to put in a 6. And then this is only going to be filling out 1 row and 1 column. So you just go ahead and just put in 1, 1. And then within here, we're going to put in another line. I'm going to say status field dot set value. And then within these parentheses, let's just go ahead and say new. So save this and let's go ahead and test it one more time. So let's just say our name is Joe. Our email is joeexample.com. The request type is general support. And then the request is I need help. So you go ahead and click the submit button. And then going back over to our Google Forms, you'll see now row 18, brand new submission, got all the information in there. And then also the status is now set to new. So this is essentially how you're going to be able to add in hidden fields without needing to do it on the Google form, because Google Forms doesn't actually allow you to set up a hidden field that the user won't be able to see. There's one way that you could just pre-fill the data using a pre-filled form. That's going to be found in the upper right-hand corner for the more options, and you can get pre-filled link. But the problem with the pre-filled link is that they still see the question, and maybe there's something that you don't want the user to see. It also doesn't work if you set a completely different section in Google Forms, which is a new page, and just have the first page directly close out the survey when they finish completing those answers. Now, if you have the hidden fields in another page, that pre-filled link isn't going to work. Which is unfortunate. But however, going through this video, you just learned how you can set default values by using a very simple script, which is only a few lines long. It's going to be less than 10 lines actually, I think, at this point. But essentially, this is all you need to do in order to set default values into every single form submission without needing to create hidden fields on your Google form. That's it for this video. If you did run into any issues, feel free to drop a comment in the section below. We're always happy to help, so don't be shy. If you did like the video, make sure to hit that like button. It's the best way to support this channel and help ensure that we can continue making content for you and all you other scrappy bootstrappers out there. We also have a bunch of other videos coming out soon, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and also the bell so that you get notified when we release the next video. And of course, I'm a guy called Joe. This is Bootstrapping Tools Let's Build. It's been a pleasure, and we're out.